I'm Anthony O'Flynn. I'm here to assist you in transforming your inner landscape and support you on your journey of awakening. One of the key aspects of the shift is this altered relationship or perception of space and time. In this video, I'd like to share with you my direct experiential understanding of how this is starting to shift, how this is starting to change, and I am basically now starting to experience a direct displacement of both space and time. Now, we can use many words for this: dislocation, moving to fifth dimension. I'll simply use the word displacement because it really reflects back into our normal relationship and experience of both space and time. So this understanding of linear time, past, present, future, as we generally experience it, and time being compressed or condensed into one locality, well, this space-time continuum is now starting to shift. It's a huge breakthrough that many people have been waiting for, and I must say that I'm actually surprised myself as to what has started to occur and what I'm actually able to perceive, because this is happening spontaneously. This is not because of my own spiritual practice, because of my meditation, my practice of tantric yoga. It's because of this outcome of the shift. It's an effect of the shift. So we're really considering it from the perspective of cause and effect. Now, in the previous video, I was addressing the cause, this connection to Vishuddha chakra, and now the effect that is coming is this displacement that I'm experiencing with space and time. However, this is only in the very beginning stages or phases as I anticipate where the shift is going. So my experience, I feel, is simply the beginning of this journey, of this altered relationship with space and time. And I have noticed, though, however, that it is beginning to intensify from last year. So what does it feel like? Well, what I will convey to you is my experience, and I'm sure this will change over time as we go deeper into the shift, but really to express to you, articulate this to you where we're at now, is that it's simply a complete displacement of linear time. And I'm not talking about just being present, connecting with the pure consciousness. I'm actually referring to simply dropping out of linear time. And it's happening spontaneously, and it happens rapidly and really without warning, randomly. Of course, it's not a dangerous thing that I'm experiencing. I don't experience this when I'm doing an activity that may be dangerous or something like this. It's more when I'm sitting sort of peacefully in a static position at home, for example, or working even in front of the computer. And what's basically happening is there is a feeling of dramatic expansion, which is the displacement from space, but also this freezing of the mind, which is basically becoming completely present at the same time. It happens for very, very short periods of time, but now it is starting to happen smoother than what it was last year. So a good analogy to express this is driving a car with someone in a manual and they're jerking the gears, and it's jerking, it's kind of chaotic. Well, now the experience is starting to become smoother. It's like it begins easier, softer, smoother, and then it just drops out. But it's happening very, 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 very quick. The duration is slow, but the intensity of it is increasing. And by that I mean there is a rapid expansion in the connection of the aura of the connection to space. It's very pleasant, it's very blissful, and this is still in the yin state. So we have the yin state is the ability to receive, the ability to perceive, to understand, to feel, which is where my experience is at the moment. And then the yang state is to control, to summon the energy at will, to, in essence, manifest it. That's the yang aspect. But we need to develop the yin aspect before the yang aspect, because we need to feel something before we can control it. So that's really important to understand. It's quite a blissful experience. It's quite peaceful, but it's happening at an intensity. It's happening more and more. So I wanted to share this with you because it's an important part in the conversation in the awakening community around this displacement, this dislocation of space and time. It needs to be gradual so we can assimilate this experience. If it's too sudden, it would be a shock to the system, to the nadis, to the energetic body, the chakra system, everything like that, and also the mind itself. But when it is gradual, it's like we ease into this state, and a key factor of it is presence, because the presence is an aspect of causality in the sense that the more present we are, the more still that we are, the more we can connect with this state of rapid expansion. So it's a key aspect. I'm sure lots of people are experiencing this already. I've even had feedback that other people are starting to experience this. And I anticipate that this is going to go widely spread, that many people will start to be asking, what exactly am I experiencing now? So I hope that's some help for you. And if you do start to experience this, note that it's a perfectly natural phenomenon. It's simply tuning to this eternal consciousness, the pure consciousness, and a sudden but very, very short, almost unnoticeable in the beginning feeling of displacement. And I'm sure that this will be a major phenomenon of the shift, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So if you got something out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for updates. These waves of energy can come in suddenly. I'll be speaking about that shortly in videos to come. And the momentum that we can create prior to the wave is then amplifying our energetic connection to the wave of energy itself, and how we can embody that energy so we can accelerate our evolution, connecting to these high states of consciousness and amplify these superior states in our being. So it's exciting to actually feel a clear experiential embodiment of the shift, not just this theory, getting it out into our actual experience. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more. If you're watching this, you are the shift.